Welcome to your one-stop shop for all things Greenhouse. Stay tuned for exit interviews, round recaps, and more. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Welcome to Greenhouse, the Beeside. Welcome back to the Beeside. Please note that this episode is special as there were 2 banishment ceremonies this week. As such, we will have the first recap, then the first exit interview, followed by the second recap, and then the second exit interview. Now let's get into the recap. Starting this week, single-digit rules are in effect. To check up on the rules, please refer to either the rules document or video.
Something's upon us, Zach. What is it? WWII. Tell me more. One more. Surely there can't be more. Week 2, the Big Bang. The Big Bang is coming. All of you are about to receive a cheap ass, fuck ass, bob ass, Cleopatra wig. Straight out of the bag. And these wigs have a game mechanic attached to them. You will don your wigs, at least for the first shot. And if you wear your wig the entire round through the banishment, you will receive a seed at the end of the week. If you snatch your wig at any point during the week, you will receive an extra vote for this week only. If you snatch and get the extra vote for this week, it lets you get in the voting line even if you otherwise would not. Okay, so it would allow a nominee to go into the voting booth, and it would allow a flower to go into the voting booth.
For the final 9 Greenhouse Challenge, the players competed in a bobstacle course. Here's how it works.
All of you will receive a wooden spoon and a wooden egg, and you will be equidistant around the track. And on my go, you will bob and weave around the course. And every time you pass up someone in front of you, that person is out of the challenge.
At the end of the Greenhouse Challenge, Benjamin placed 3rd, Alexei placed 2nd, and Mitch placed 1st. When asked, Trinica opts not to use the green thumb this round. A group of Erica, Santi, Mickey, and Trinica say that they don't think that Ben will have a flower in the greenhouse. Mickey says that he was hoping Mitch wouldn't be in the greenhouse. Erica says that Mitch is mad about how the vote went down last round. Santi thinks that the greenhouse will give Ben Sunflower and that Santi will be nominated. The group talks about Alexei giving advice about the game and how that has frustrated them.
I'm tired. Alexei, I love you, but girl, don't tell me how to play this game. Seriously, I'm running circles around you. And I don't need advice from you on how to play this game. It's driving me crazy. You need to go talk to this person. Girl, I know what I'm doing, and I'm pacing myself.
Grant and Jabbar communicate how they need each other in the endgame. Grant shares his perspective on the game currently.
See, you've got Mickey. They're working together.
Right.
You've got Alexei, you've got Ben working together.
Right.
And then there's the 5 of us somewhere in here.
Right.
That's kind of just trying
almost
to
floating
not die, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's not sustainable to have way more people here than there are here, you know what I mean?
Right. That's why I'm nervous that the greenhouse could try and keep both these groups and target somebody who's in the center.
That's what I'm saying.
If they're thinking the same way that we are.
At the flower picking ceremony, Alexei says they're 50-50 on picking either the seeds or a flower. They say they don't know who they'll nominate if they have a flower. Mitch originally says he wants the rose. Ben says that he wants a flower this round. Alexei then says that they want the sunflower. Mitch agrees that he will take 2 seeds if they promise not to put him up this week.
I'm not really sure how to move forward in the sense of I don't know where there's a headspace here, where there's a headspace with Santi. I do say that is the biggest rift that I feel in the house is you and Santi. And that I feel like that's going to cause, that's where we're about to see this shit turn into a show.
I don't want it to. For what it's worth, I was completely taken aback by the whole thing last night.
At the end of the ceremony, Ben takes the sunflower, Mitch steals 2 seeds from Alexei, and Alexei chooses the rose. In the living room, Alexei makes an announcement to the house.
Just speaking. I'm gonna take some time to like talk to all of you. I'm gonna be very honest. I feel like this is very difficult for me to even think about who I would nominate. So there's the likelihood that I'm gonna pull out my playing cards and have y'all draw, and it's gonna be a luck of the draw. So the conversations are still, because I want to connect with you, but if I cannot come to that decision, I'm gonna leave it up to fate. Okay? Okay.
Trinica, Grant, and Mitch show discomfort at what Alexei just said in the living room. They aren't sure who Alexei might nominate this round. Mitch confirms that he was promised immunity when he took the 2 seeds.
We'll see how this all goes. I don't think either of us are going up.
Okay, I hope so. I really think I'm a strong candidate for Raynom because I'm like very confident the uproot's going to be used.
Maybe
Santi will have 3 or 4, right?
Well, maybe the trick is not to put Santi up in the first place. It may
and then
be
have
like
someone else up.
somebody else. No, just have
No,
2
because-
people who can't do it.
Mickey expresses his frustrations to Jabbar about Mitch and Grant constantly pairing off together. Jabbar says that them and Erica are their best shots against each other at the end. They both mention how wary they are of Trinica after they did not use the green thumb. Santi pitches to Ben, saying that their rivalry is keeping eyes off of other people. Santi makes a deal that if Ben doesn't nominate him this round, Santi will not nominate him the next time that he wins Greenhouse.
What I can offer is if I get Greenhouse next round, you won't be a nom. So I offered him 1 round of safety, and I was like, we can keep building on this. Am I going to honor that deal if he keeps it? Probably not. Because, yeah, that's going to be his bad for taking it.
Jabbar says that if he is going to be nominated, he would like to be nominated by Benjamin. Benjamin says that he is mainly looking at Santi and Mickey as nominations, and that they would have to give a strong joined pitch for him to sway any other way.
You know, the people in the other side of the house, like in the Flytrap group, who I've been, in my mind, really loyal to and wanting to work with.
Right.
I don't think everybody in that group is necessarily wanting to work with me. Like, I think
Right.
it could be very possible that everybody else in the house literally wants me gone as well.
Right.
In which case, it doesn't really matter what I do because
So-
everyone's coming after me next round anyway. So
Mitch tells Erica that he is not angry about what happened last round, and the reason why he voted for Paige was because he saw Erica put a banked vote in Jabbar's cup. Mitch says that he is tired of Alexei's transparent game spiel, and that the reason that he let Alexei have a flower was because it forces Alexei to show their cards.
And it bothers me that it's like, I'm just playing this transparent game. I'm like, look, like, you're just not. And the fact, and I'm losing respect for your game for you saying that you are, because I feel like you think I'm stupid if you're saying things like that.
Mitch and Erica discuss their joint game interests, how they may have to move on Alexei soon, and how they want to keep Mickey in the game.
How are you going to win the game?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I don't.
So ask me how I'm going to win the game.
How are you going to win the game?
Honesty.
Yeah.
Trinica tells Alexei that she would happily go to the end with Alexei. Trinica also says that they feel good with Ben and are okay with the idea of Ben being in the end, and that they are somewhat wary of Mitch.
Are you doing cards for real?
No.
Okay.
I was debating it, but I'm going to be honest with you.
I think that's going to be better for you at the end, too. To say, like, I 10 toes down, I made the decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mitch is kind of the one that, like, if he doesn't get picked, based off of what we're saying right now,
Yeah.
we're in the same boat.
Ben tells Mickey that he finds it difficult to sway away from the narrative that Mickey and Santi were working together earlier in the game. Ben says that he's not sure who else he would nominate if he were not to nominate Mickey or Santi. Mickey mentions that Mitch and Grant have been working very closely together, and mentions that Ben could nominate one of them.
I think it's pretty clear that I'm going up.
What?
I think I'm going up.
From Ben?
Or Alexei.
Alexei did not even name you.
Oh, who did she name?
She was saying Mitch.
Mitch.
But it depends on what Ben does.
If she puts Mitch in, I think we need to get Mitch out.
Santi and Mitch say that they want to work with each other moving forward. Erica expresses to Jabbar and Trinica her frustration with not being included in chats.
I don't know. I just find it very frustrating that we're this late in the game and we're still making time for multiple chats, but we're not making time for new chats.
first person. Go now, like fucking go. That's the sense that I got from Alexei, but I don't, she is so unpredictable.
Alexei tells Benjamin that they are likely putting Mitch up. When asked what they would do if Uproot was used on Mitch, Alexei says that they would renominate Erica. Alexei tells Benjamin that they would like to keep the peace with Santi for at least one round. Benjamin says that he could nominate Mickey. Alexei says that Ben's best option is to nominate either Mickey or Erica. Benjamin worries that if he nominates Mickey, Santi could use the uproot on Mickey and they would both be safe from the block. Alexei says to avoid this, Ben should nominate either Erica or Jabbar. Benjamin says that he plans to nominate Mickey. Jabbar tells Santi and Trinica that if Mitch is nominated, they should try to outbid Mitch for Uproot and then vote Mitch out of the game. At the nomination ceremony, Benjamin nominates Santi and Alexei nominates Mitch.
Based off of what I've heard in this round, this has nothing to do with last night, I promise you. I am going to nominate you, Mitch. It has a lot to do with feelings that I'm getting from you, and at this point, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I cannot wait to see all y'all's game. I'm really kind of ready to see you reveal a lot of these cards that you have from what I'm hearing. So I want you on this chair, but I do hope that you find a way to get out of it.
I'll just say, Alexei gave me their word that I wasn't going up in the greenhouse. So I think we should just abandon the narrative that you're playing this honest, lovely game. That's all I gotta say.
It is time for the first auction of the day.
First things first, the green thumb is not in the auction. So right now we have the seed count for 1 seed and the uproot for 3 seeds. I don't know about y'all, but it's looking like slim pickings here. So let's spice it up a little bit. A third item up for bid this round only is the seed dice, which is a starting bid of 2 seeds. If you purchase it, you can roll the dice, and whatever it lands on is the number of seeds you receive.
The roll is done after the purchases are made. So these seeds are injected into the game post-auction.
Ben tells Mitch he found out about his nomination in the last few moments of the round. Mitch asks if Ben can give a seed so that Mitch can purchase Uproot, to which Benjamin says yes. Ben tells Mitch that Alexei was considering nominating Erica at the end of the round, and this is important because Santi, Mickey, and Erica ran off into a room at the start of the auction. Ben passes his seed to Mitch. Mickey tells Erica that with both of their banked votes and one of them pulling off their wig, that they can decide who goes home this round. Erica says that she leans to vote out Mitch, because it's better to keep Santi and Ben both in the game still. Erica also says she thinks that Mitch is a serious contender to win the game. Santi asks Mickey that, if he passed the uproot to Mickey, whether Mickey would use the uproot on him. Mickey confirms that he would do this.
Will you transfer the seat to me? Q. Yeah.
Who's working on it?
Thank you, sir.
Mitch tells Grant that if he gives him a seed to purchase Uproot, he will pass the Uproot to Grant so that they'll both be safe. Grant says that he'll give a seed to Mitch and then use the other 2 seeds he has to purchase the seed dice.
I'd like to bid 2 seeds on the dice.
Okay. Grant has bid 2 seeds on the seed dice.
Oh my god!
Benjamin and Trinica ruminate on the fact that nominating Mitch this round was a bad play, and it leaves room for Jabbar, Mickey, Erica, and Santi to take control of the game.
If Santi gets Uproot, is he gonna give it to Erica or Jabbar?
I think Santi would give it to Mickey, maybe.
Oh yeah, to Mickey.
But the truth is, it doesn't matter who he gives it to. If they're all together,
yeah, and
then they control the votes anyway. So I shouldn't really upset the vote.
Well, I have a banked vote. And well, they don't control the votes necessarily. It depends, because what if they keep their wigs on for the seed? The wigs.
The wigs.
You can vote.
The fucking wigs. I could vote.
You could vote. Alexei could vote.
Mickey proposes an offer to Mitch that he gives Mitch a seed in return for the uproot. Mitch says that Grant has already made the same offer to him.
If you want to work with me, now's the time.
I think so.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Grant is being way too wishy-washy about it in a way that makes me uncomfortable. So if you give me this seed, I will pass the uproot to you. Mm-hmm. You, me, Erica, we gotta stir some shit up.
I will be on Santi's shit list after this.
I understand.
Because we have not been working together, but we've been forced together because of the way everybody's treating us.
Yeah.
If you want to do this, and kind of switch things up,
yeah.
I'm willing to do that with you if you pass the uproot to me. But if I give you the seed and you pass it to anybody else, I will be so pissed.
I swear to God, I will not do it. Yeah. I will do it for you.
Okay.
I will pinky promise.
Okay.
Mickey passes a seed to Mitch. Jabbar tells Erica and Santi that he is likely going to give his 2 seeds to Santi. Erica says that Mitch cannot uproot and wonders who would go up next to Mitch if Santi uprooted. Santi says that Mickey is likely who would be the renomination. Santi says that himself, Jabbar, and Erica need to lock in a final 3 at this time. Jabbar sends his 2 seeds to Santi.
I told you this morning. I would like this to be our 3 at the end. Like, I adore Trinica, I love them, but they will smoke us in a finish.
I agree.
Sure.
The fact that they haven't used the green thumb.
No offense.
Well, the fact that they haven't used the green thumb means that they're fine.
Erica tells Mickey that Mitch uprooting is not in her best interest, and that she prefers to see Santi uprooted. Grant begins to back out of his deal to give a seed to Mitch.
From your perspective?
From my perspective, I think it is very difficult for me to give you a seed.
Person to person, no hard feelings, but in the game setting...
Yeah, I mean, in the game setting, I fucking revoke. Like, yes, it sucks.
In the game, I think you have to just be careful about that because you've now lost my vote. If I'm on the jury and you're at the end, you no longer will ever get a vote from me. I will vote for anyone else but you because no one else has revoked their word the way you have. I think you need to be really careful with how you're playing those cards because... And you know what I mean?
Honestly,
you
Mitch,
are going to lose the game if you play that way.
Your feelings are very valid, and
well, I'm not sure you were fully honest with me last round. You were not being fully honest with anybody last round. And I'll tell you this right now. There are a lot of people who have floated your name to me. Not me to you, or not me to them to me.
See, but that's not how it's coming back. It's coming back as you were floating the name to them. That's why this situation is where we're at now. Because I am starting to feel from what others are telling me that you are setting me up.
No. It's not me.
Santi asks Erica and Trinica who to give the uproot to. Erica tells Trinica to take the uproot because she has green thumb.
In full transparency, I don't know if I want to be the person to save Santi.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel too.
I know.
Well, then he could give it to Jabbar.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, let's tell him that.
Santi bids 3 seeds on uproot. Santi pulls Mickey aside to reaffirm that Mickey will use the uproot on Santi if he is given the uproot. Mickey tells a group of Mitch, Erica, and Trinica that he is debating using the uproot on Mitch instead if Santi passes it to him. Benjamin describes his new house map to Grant. In his mind, Santi, Mickey, Jabbar, and Erica make up one side of the house. Benjamin describes how it's difficult to work with Alexei because Alexei is so unpredictable.
It has to be Erica or Jabbar.
No, it's gonna be Grant for helping. And honestly, I think you fucked me so much.
Why?
In this moment, because I told you I was gonna put Mitch up in the fact that you gave him a fucking token to help him uproot. Because now I have to replace somebody and I'm gonna replace Grant. I'm going to replace anybody that has helped them. And you have put it now where Mitch is going around telling me that everybody's floating my fucking name, including you.
No, I've not floated your name.
And the issue, and this is why I put Mitch up, and we didn't have enough time to talk, is because everyone was starting to tell me little things about Mitch that were adding up.
Benjamin tells Alexei that a group of Santi, Mickey, Jabbar, and Erica has formed, and that the rest of them need to stick together. Alexei says that can't happen because Mitch is openly gunning for them now that they have nominated Mitch. Benjamin says that they need Mitch in the game, and Alexei goes to find Mitch. Benjamin relays his perspective to Mitch. Mitch confirms that those are the people that were pushing Alexei's name to Mitch. Alexei and Mitch clear up their communication in favor of working together moving forward against that side.
But then what we have to do is the 5 of us.
Who is the group?
It's Mickey, Santi, Erica, and Jabbar. So the rest of us, Grant, Trinica, and us 3.
Time is up.
We have to try to snatch our wigs and use votes to save you.
Jabbar, Erica.
Jabbar, Erica.
Unless you get uproot. I hope you get uproot, but...
Mitch bids 4 seeds on uproot. Immediately after, Santi bids 5 seeds on uproot. At the end of the auction, Grant purchases the seed dice. He rolls the dice and receives a 5, so he gets 5 seeds. Santi purchases the uproot for 5 seeds. He chooses not to give the uproot to anybody else and instead chooses to uproot himself. Because Benjamin's nominee was uprooted, he must name a replacement. He names Mickey as his replacement nominee.
If that group of 4 is together, all the rest of us who aren't in that group have to try to snatch our wigs and get extra votes and keep Mitch in the game. The only way to save you at this point is for the 5 of us to, as many of us as possible, to snatch our wigs, spend those banked votes to get rid of Mickey.
Santi tells Mitch that he's planning to vote him out over Mickey. Mitch tells Santi that Mickey was willing to use the uproot that Santi had given to him to uproot Mitch. Santi says he already knows this information and would rather keep Mickey in the game. Erica tells Mickey that she's definitely going to vote Mitch out. Mitch tells Erica and Jabbar that he wants to work with them moving forward, and that neither of them are targets for him moving forward. He says that he is going to be constantly nominated moving forward after this round.
I need to just start thinking what makes the most sense. And in this case, I really do think there's a case for both. I think Mitch has a target on his back. I think Mitch is a threat. And Mickey, I just think would be a good ally for me moving forward. Mitch, I think, is going to be a big threat again in the future, whereas Mickey, I could see keeping a little bit longer and then cutting right before the finale or something, which might hurt just as much. I don't know.
Benjamin relays the size of the house to Trinica and Grant. He says that they should all remove their wigs so that they all have extra votes going into the banishment ceremony. If everybody removes their wigs and Trinica uses her banked vote, then the vote will tie 8-8.
It's also an argument we let Mitch go and we just have a green thumb and a lot of seats.
I want to make one last call for anyone who wants to snatch their wigs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. With that, these are our snatches. Santi has snatched his bob. Alexei has snatched their bob. Ben is now only a bob cap. And both of our nominees, Mitch and Mickey, have snatched their wigs. And now my 4 remaining bobs who each receive a seed for this week: Trinica, Jabbar, Grant, and Erica.
At the end of the round, Mitch is banished from the game. The votes for Mitch are Mickey twice, Santi twice, Trinica, Erica, and Jabbar. The votes for Mickey are Mitch, Alexei, Benjamin, Grant, and Erica once.
I only have one thing to say.
Three, 2, 1.
It is me that's the bad one. At clapping. Taylor was right. The moment I left, he was like, yeah, it was Mitch who was bad at that.
TMZ.
Whoa.
Just in. You heard it here first on the
post-game interview.
Fucked up all the claps.
Yeah, like, this is honestly breaking news for the network.
I kind of want to do one more time. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
He tried a little too hard.
That was better. That was better.
We love the growth.
I was an upright bassist for a long time, so I should be able to keep a beat, and then I just yeah, that's not.
All right. Well.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Claps alone. What
Welcome.
happened? Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having me. I feel like every possible thing that could have gone wrong went wrong last round, and I find myself here by like the slimmest of margins, and that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and I'm so intrigued to see how the rest of it plays out. But they were right to get me out, I think, because I really feel like had I squeezed through a round or two more, I had a very clear path to the end.
Were you gonna snatch the crown like you snatched that wig off?
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Where do you feel like it fell apart during that round?
I think Paige leaving was really bad for my game, and I voted for her to leave because I knew there weren't enough votes to keep her prior, and I left day one being like, okay, Paige is gone, I might be able to regroup, and then I think I should have kept my mouth shut about Alexei for a little longer, and had I done that, maybe I wouldn't be in this position.
How'd you do in the challenge this time? I can't remember. What did
I got
you do?
first fucking place.
Oh.
In the obstacle course.
In the obstacle course.
So break that down for us. Up in the office.
The office, yeah. So I did not really want to nominate somebody this round because I felt like all of my options were really bad.
So you're trying to like protect that.
And I felt like, yeah, like if I nominated somebody and they didn't go home, my gut would be to nominate Santi, but I knew Santi had enough seeds to like get off the block. So functionally, I either nominate him and then renom somebody else, pissing off 2 people, or I nominate somebody that I felt closer to, or I take seeds and don't worry about it. And I got Alexei's and Ben's word that I wouldn't be put up. So to me, I was like, okay, I've covered my bases, I've got my seed. I did not intend to snatch the bob, and I was like, I'll have 3 seeds for a round where I am in a position where I need to uproot. I have at least like the base amount. So like I was trying to set myself up for future rounds, and then as I was taking the seeds, I had this like little like wriggle of paranoia in my stomach where I'm like, would Alexei actually put me up and break their word? and they have been touting this like honest gameplay, this transparent gameplay, and so I was like, I think they wouldn't do that because that would be such like a hypocritical like slap in the face to do that. I think they'd recognize that that's like bad jury management.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, I felt pretty secure. I felt secure. Literally, I did not anticipate going up until my name was called. So like then I'm up there, and then I'm like, okay, well, I think I can wrangle at least 3 or 4 seeds. Santi wrangled more, so I'm like, okay. Then we had this other plan. Mickey was going to use the uproot Santi gave him to save me instead, which would have been such a gag. But then Santi got cold feet last minute. Like, I had like plans on plans on plans on plans, and then 7 to 5. I'm out. Yeah. The round that I got first place, like that's kind of devastating.
I know, it sounds like you were playing the long game, but it was
Yeah.
Bob Week.
It was Bob
It was
Week.
Bob Week.
When Bob Week happens, all plans are off the table.
Feels like it. I feel like it's an iconic week to go out on. I'm proud to represent the Purple Bob community.
Yes, the not many can replicate this.
No, and
And you wore it with a fierceness that not many could.
Thank you so much.
Some try to replicate the color, but
Many
just a
tried.
little too
This is 7-8 attempts.
Anyways, I had such a great time, with the exception of like 2 minutes last round when I had to nominate Iggy and Steph. Aside from that, I was having like a baller time, and I'm really thankful to have played. So,
Who in this game do you feel most betrayed by, if any?
I need to know how the votes went. When my votes got poured out, I saw there were 2 from the Bob Snatch, which means both Alexei and Ben voted. Voted me out? No, there were other Bob Snatches. I think, depending on how the votes were, I feel like I didn't have that good of a relationship with Alexei, but that's my inclination because like there was a direct promise that they broke. So I'm feeling pretty betrayed, and I told them straight up that I'll never vote for them, and I mean it. So like they burned my vote as a juror, and I think that like scared them because all of a sudden they were trying to save me and like make it up to me. I'd say that if Grant voted against me, I'd be betrayed by Grant too.
Is there anybody else that you feel like you would never vote for?
I don't think I'd vote for Jabbar either, because Jabbar tried to like after, when I was sitting up there, like after everything was done, he was mouthing to me like, I voted for you to leave, I voted for you to leave, because I told him my vote will be determined by who's honest with me, and he waited until I had no time to like actually, he didn't tell me, he told me because he thought that would save his vote, and in turn I'm not sure it will, but really just Alexei is like the main person.
Who did you feel like was your closest ally in the game?
Ben, for sure. Ben and then Paige. So like that trio I really liked. I felt like a lot of my gameplay was like trying to be sort of the center of everything and like making sure everybody felt okay with me. I really liked Trinica, but Trinica was playing such a fierce game that I was like, I wondered at some point if I was up, if she might like try and get rid of me. But I'd say like I worked the best with Ben and Paige, and then I had a little thing with Mickey going and a little thing with Trinica going. So those are my like, that's the four.
So you felt pretty insulated.
Very insulated. Yeah. And I think had Ben put up somebody else, also not Mickey, I may have stayed that round.
Whose game do you feel like you know about like the least? So like it would take a lot of talking for you to understand their game at the end.
I think Alexei has a lot of like explaining to do, but aside from them, probably Santi. I feel like Santi's game, I'm not sure, has a lot of intention behind it, and I need to hear a lot from him to like convince me to vote for him.
Are there any floaters at this point in the game?
I think the closest floater is probably Santi. I think he doesn't have a core group and is just like an easy person to put up and an easy person to vote out at any time. I think Jabbar and Erica are pretty close. I think Trinica might be a floater, but I think in like the best way possible. Like like it's a compliment that what she's doing.
Like playing the middle.
Playing the middle.
Yeah.
Grant is also playing the middle, but I don't think he's doing it as well as Trinica is.
Who's next out the door?
I think people want it to be Ben, but I gave Ben all 4 of the seeds I collected. So Ben should be able to uproot because this has been like a very seed poor game. I think 4 seeds is more than enough to like squeeze through to the next round. I think it probably is Santi, maybe Grant. If Trinica is clocking his game and wants to like capitalize and monopolize on the middle, it would be Grant.
And who's your pick for winner?
I think my winner pick is Trinica. I think it's Trinica. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to say about your game before we get into some fuck ass shit?
I'm really intrigued to see like what my game looks like from a more objective perspective, because when you're in the game, your reality doesn't necessarily match the truth. And like one of the things that I always like to do when a game is done is like recap how close was I, how on the ball was I, because like at the end of the day, like all of this, like you can learn from your mistakes and bring them into the next game you play. So that's my like 2 cents. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna now do something that not only are you.
You smell that? It smells like some fuck ass Bob ass shit.
Yeah, are you ready for some fuck ass Bob ass fast fire questions?
Yes.
That you aren't prepared for, but neither are we.
Okay, love it.
Bob or bang?
Bob.
Crab or boil?
Boil.
Zach or Abrielle?
Zach.
Who might be?
Might be. Yeah, Zach.
Pineapple on pizza?
No pizza at all.
Who's winning this game?
Trinica.
Who is your best friend?
In like real life?
Just in real life.
Her name's Emma. She's wonderful. Her album is dropping August 1st.
Here we go. We got a plug.
If you could haunt anyone in this game by being like their internal monologue, like your voice, who would it be?
Alexa.
If you could have your feet or your hands, which would you pick?
I would pick my feet.
Okay.
Do we have any audience rapid fire questions?
Who is the fiercest competitor, other than yourself?
Taylor Gaby. Period. No question.
Paid actor.
Taylor played such an amazing game on season 6, and I feel like people didn't appreciate it enough. Like, you played such a good game, and I feel like your type of gameplay it's like hard for you to get to the end. So the fact that you did it and then like won was phenomenal.
I want to play a game
always.
so bad.
Me too. Me too.
Y'all are just trying to get me out of whatever game I'm playing next.
Yeah, 100%. Sending the target now.
And I guess
weird question, but
Okay.
like if you had to describe yourself as, I don't know, ukulele or a xylophone, what would you describe yourself as?
Oh my god. Probably a ukulele because I do feel hollow inside right now. Like, and that's like a key portion of the string instrument.
A ukulele.
Weird, right?
Do we, by chance... we do.
Like, do. So...
Oh, would you mind just playing us a little song about your experience on the greenhouse?
No, don't make me do that.
Oh, so good.
Fuck ass Bob. Fuck ass Bob. Fuck ass Bob. Got me out. I was doing so well, and then I put this purple bob on my head. Now I'm out of the game. No remorse, just kidding. I wish I took the rose or the sunflower, not the 2 C's, and now I'm here out of the game.
In the morning.
And what would you title that song?
I would title that song Fuck Ass Bob.
Period.
That was
it was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Watch out for it on Tubi, Hulu,
Exactly.
Apple Music.
And make sure you tune in for that jury roundtable coming at you 17 March from now.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see. On what platform again?
HBO, right?
I think that's what the network deal was. I think we've gotten a lot of offers, so we're gonna have to kind of field where we want this to go.
Hosted by yours truly.
We might go just Truly.
Yeah.
If you have satellite cable, that's the only way you're gonna be able to get it.
Well, you heard it here first. Thanks for tuning in to another Compost
Game interview.
Oh my goodness.
All right, everyone. As you can see, the Big Bang is here. And while I may be donning it now, one of you will be donning it very soon. We're about to do what we call the opposite chain. After the next immunity challenge, which is the next thing we'll do, one person will win immunity and have immunity. They will start the opposite chain. They will nominate a player, and then that nominee will choose another person to be immune. That immune player will then choose a nominee, who will choose someone to be immune. And it will alternate until we have 4 nominees and 4 immune players. We will then move immediately into the auction, and if Uproot is used, there is no renom this week.
For the immunity challenge, heading into the opposite chain, the players played more or less. This challenge involved players competing in a tournament bracket, where they would answer whether there were more or less of one shape over the other. At the end of the challenge, Erica won immunity and received the Big Bang.
Oh my god! It looks really good!
Wait, that's fierce as fuck.
Erica tells Grant that she is leaning towards putting Ben up as the first nomination. Grant says he's worried somebody's going to try to put him up just so they could flush his seeds.
Okay, so here's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about nominating you.
I understand.
There has been a lot of talk that you think me and Mickey are a duo.
Okay.
And that you think, or you were going to renominate me at the last.
No. I was always going to go for Santi and Mickey.
Okay.
And that's what I was saying from the very beginning.
Okay.
Trinica tells Benjamin and Grant that she voted Mitch out last round.
I just think that Mitch was a bigger threat than Mickey is. Like, everyone loved Mitch.
I'm more threatened by, obviously from my perspective, I'm much more threatened by Santi and Mickey.
Grant tells Jabbar that he wants Ben, Santi, and Mickey on the block so that the house can choose between them.
Okay, if we just think about the pattern, safe is Erica, nominates Ben. Alexi's safe, nominates Santi. Santi is going to make someone safe, probably, could be you.
Right.
Or Mickey.
Actually, yes. I need to go talk to, because I don't think I want to do that now that I think about it. Because you're right. It
you
doesn't
want to do
really.
what?
I don't want to save Santi.
Erica and Mickey discuss with Jabbar potentially nominating Jabbar first so that Jabbar can save Mickey and Mickey can nominate Alexei. At the opposite chain, Erica nominated Jabbar, who saved Mickey, who nominated Benjamin, who saved Alexei, who nominated Grant, who saved Trinica, making Santi the final nom. This makes the 4 nominees for the round Jabbar, Benjamin, Grant, and Santi.
All right, here we are at another auction. Zach, we just did the opposite chain. Is there anything you want to throw at us here?
Sure. So Green Thumb is still not up for bid. We have our normal seed count for 1 seed and Uproot for 3 seeds. But I feel this is too little for the Big Bang. I feel like we need something more.
We can go bigger.
Perhaps twice as much power available?
Okay.
Perhaps a second Uproot?
Oh.
That's correct. 2 Uproots will be up for bid this week. Their biddings will be independent from one another, so you can bid on one or another. 2 people can be saved, so we could have 2 nominees, 3 nominees, 4 nominees. It's really up to y'all. Yeah, happy Big Bang.
Okay, we also have a seed hunt going on throughout this entire auction. Up in the bookshelf torture chamber room, we have Abrielle with a puzzle. There are 8 puzzles available for everyone to pick. If you solve a puzzle, you will win a seed. It will only be 1 person in the room at a time. Additionally, 2 of them are more difficult than the rest. You can pay 1 seed to do the more difficult puzzle, and if you solve it, you get 3 seeds in return.
What I wanted to happen worked. With Mitch gone, Grant has nobody but me. Even my core alliance now, which has to be Santi and Erica at least, I don't think that all of them are taking me to the end. So, uphill battle for sure.
Ben tells Jabbar that if both him and Grant uproot, he would do everything in his power to make sure that Jabbar stays over Santi. Trinica and Jabbar say that realistically, Grant and Ben will both get uproots this round. Erica and Trinica discuss Mickey being too big of a threat to take all the way to the end of the game. Mickey tells Grant that he is not tied with Santi at all. If he ends up voting out Benjamin, it's because Benjamin has been constantly pushing narratives, not because he's close with Santi. Santi asks Trinica if there's any way to make sure that Ben doesn't uproot. Trinica says that Grant is likely to give seeds to Benjamin so that he can purchase uproot. Trinica also tells Santi that Jabbar is not loyal to him. Santi worries that Jabbar and Erica may be flipping, especially because Erica split her votes last round. Trinica wins a seed in the seed hunt. Ben tells Alexei that Mitch gave Ben his seeds, so Ben will likely be able to purchase uproot this round. Ben asks Alexei to do the seed hunt upstairs and then give Ben information about what it is. Alexei agrees. Alexei wins a seed in the seed hunt. Ben tells Grant that Mitch gave Ben his seeds and says that they should both uproot this round.
Let's try to do a double uproot. Okay. But what I'll say to you is that, and maybe this is shooting myself in the foot because you might realize it's better for me to go home rather than for us to double uproot. You're my number 1 moving forward because I can't trust Alexei to do things that make sense.
Because you know that I'm going to make a move that you can predict. You know what I mean? Yes.
Exactly. So
And I feel the same way about you. That's why I feel so comfortable keeping you in the game because I'm like, I have a good idea what Ben will do.
Yeah.
Benjamin tells Mickey that if he uproots, he wants to go deep into the game and have a secret relationship with Mickey. This is because he believes that Jabbar, Erica, and Trinica have not actually been working with him this entire game. Mickey tells Jabbar that he plans to complete the puzzle, and if he gets seeds, he will give the seeds to Jabbar to uproot. Mickey and Trinica debate whether Santi or Jabbar is a larger threat moving forward, given that Benjamin and Grant are likely to uproot this round. Jabbar tells Alexei that he is having a defeated moment and feels like he will go home if he is up against Santi on the block.
I'm super not resound, but I really hope that my gaslighting tactic could work.
Santi tells Mickey that he does not feel morally right campaigning against Jabbar, but does hope that he has Mickey's vote in the upcoming banishment ceremony.
But yeah, I would definitely like to say if it was me and Jabbar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel morally right campaigning against him.
I know.
Considering that he helped me.
I know.
I obviously would like to stay over him, but it's going to be hard for me.
It's just a tough position because Jabbar also made me immune this round.
Yeah.
You know, just being honest about how I'm feeling, but also you've been looking out for me because we were forced into that corner, but I'm okay being in that corner.
Hilo duo.
Yeah.
Grant and Trinica agree that they will likely vote out Jabbar, because Santi will continue being a big threat, meanwhile Jabbar will likely fly under the radar if he remains in the game. Grant bids 3 seeds on Uproot A. Mickey tells Erica and Trinica that he is conflicted, because Santi has tried to save him when he was nominated before, but Jabbar made him immune this round. Erica says that Jabbar is a threat, but Santi is a much larger threat, so he should go this round. Mickey agrees. Alexei tells Trinica that Jabbar said that he would be okay being voted out if he was against Santi on the block.
I'm so surprised by that.
So
Is that where you're leaning then?
Currently, yes, because I've been given the permission to do it.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's probably going to be like the thing that emotionally I feel like I can.
Okay, I want to be on the same page as you, so
Trinica says that Mickey, Erica, and Benjamin are all likely to vote Santi, meaning that if Trinica, Alexei, and Grant vote Jabbar, it will end up being a 3-3 tie. At the end of the auction, Ben bids 3 seeds on Uproot B. Grant purchases Uproot A for 3 seeds and removes himself from the block. Benjamin purchases Uproot B for 3 seeds, removing him from the block. This means that the final nominees for the week are Jabbar and Santi. At the end of the round, Jabbar is banished by a vote of 4-3. The votes for Jabbar were Alexei, Grant, and Trinica using a banked vote to vote for Jabbar twice.
I have nothing negative to say, so good luck to you all and may the best person win.
Alrighty, we are back with yet another compost game interview. This one hurts.
And it should.
Jabbar,
Yes.
what happened?
They got me. They got me good. I think I had gotten too comfortable. And I mean, I don't know. I it's gonna be a hard sell for me not to vote for Trinica if she gets to the end personally, but she got me before I could get her.
Okay. So tell us more about that. So what specifically, like, what was your plan with Trinica this round? Did she betray you, or what happened?
No, I just think upon reflecting about the game, like I just think that Trinica has been like able to push a specific agenda that she's wanted while seeming like, it's not her idea or while she's appeasing the house. And in like the last few moments, because at the start of the round I was hoping that she would keep me, but then she was like, "Oh, you're probably gonna stay." Um and I asked her, "Okay, well, what is your preference?" Just to kind of put her on the spot finally. And after she was pretty cagey and wishy-washy, I was like, "Oh, crap. Okay. I'm actually in danger here."
Who do you think your votes to stay were?
If I had to take a wild guess, I think that my votes to stay probably would have been Erica, Mickey, and Ben. Um, or potentially Erica and Mickey, and one of them used a bank vote. But if they didn't, Ben was definitely the third, I think.
Who did you feel the closest to throughout the game?
Oh my god. So many people, right? um, it's really hard to pinpoint. Santi, Trinica, Erica, surprisingly Mickey. After a certain amount of time, Paige at specific points in the game. I don't know. It's just Steph. So like, I don't know.
And I will say that was one of the coolest parts to watch about your game, was you navigating all these different relationships, and like you were so ingratiated with these different groups. You were playing such a good middle game. It was awesome.
It's so hard being the executioner, and like so many people wanted me to like be the decision maker, but then we get mad when I make the decision.
It's kind of a two-part question.
Okay.
One, did you ever feel unsafe before this round? And if so, if not, if it was before this round, when did you feel the shift in your game?
The only time that I felt unsafe was ironically. You're saying not included this last round.
You can, if like you hadn't felt unsafe before this round, you can talk about that. But if like I guess whenever you felt that kind of shift.
Right. So when Max, Iggy, and Mickey were in the greenhouse round 2, I just felt it in my soul that I was probably gonna go up because I didn't do enough work with them. However, while they were kind of planning, a few of us were talking about the power structure and what it would take to do a Venus flytrap pretty early. I didn't necessarily believe that we had it, so I was pretty relaxed with my 1 seed. But when Alexi was getting the fucking seeds, I was like, oh, this definitely is going to help me because, even if I don't donate, I'm not getting fly trapped. And if I do donate, I'm probably going to be the last ones. And I can just spin it as I was never going to be able to uproot, which is the truth. So.
Is that what you would say it was like your game defining move, kind of, or like round, or is there anything else you would say?
I think my game defining round would probably be the round after that, where basically I guess it's me who makes the decision that finally says, okay, then we can just do Steph and Iggy, because I think a lot of people was waiting for my specific confirmation. And I mean, the reason why I think it's such a powerful move is like me and Mickey had like no realistic relationship before that. Like he turned out to be, in my opinion, one of my most loyal allies after that, which is somebody who I knew nothing about coming into this game. So I'm really proud of that.
Sometimes, the strangers would make the best allies in the game because all you know about them is the game. Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah, kind of speaking of that, so you never really know if there's anyone you're gonna like recognize coming into a game, especially if it's not your first.
Right.
But like, how would you say that knowing people like helped or hurt you? And did you work with maybe some of the familiar faces you knew like you thought you would, or?
So I absolutely worked with some of the familiar faces. ultimately I think it hurt, quite frankly, because I think I would have been fine socially without them. Um, but like obviously there's kind of an obligation. Like Erica and Steph, I've played with them before. It hasn't ended well, quite frankly. So like I'm worrying about trying to bury the hatchet with them, re-solidify things. Trinica and Santi are people who like I know of from the community and kind of spoke in passing. So I'm trying to feel them out and like not judge them based off of what I've seen about them in the past. So it's I think it's more of a handicap to know people, especially because like myself and Erica's relationship was like outed instantly. So the truth about our relationship wasn't outed, but you know what can you do?
Anything else you really want to pinpoint about your game?
Honestly, I've done so much talking. I'm okay not to say anything. And quite frankly, I think that my game is going to speak for itself. But I will say that I'm a Survivor player, but like this has been probably the hardest LRG that I've done, and I simply can't explain why. But I don't know. I've had a blast. This has been so much fun.
Well, before I let you off the hook, I do have a couple more questions.
Okay.
Who do you think's in the best position to win this game?
Atronica.
Who do you think at this point has no shot?
Am I voting winning?
Yeah.
Both, actually. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, for me personally, Grant.
Grant has the best shot of winning.
No shot.
No shot. No shot of winning, and wouldn't get your vote.
I'm just putting those two together. Cool. To be honest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who do you think is flying under the radar right now?
Flying under.
If any. If not, you could say whose game has surprised you the most in the end game, kind of.
Probably. I feel like I'm missing someone. Probably Mickey.
And I know you've kind of given us like a little taste on where your head's at, but like, what will it take to get your vote in the end? Are you more of like the game, kind of like how relationships, or both?
Yeah, like I'm gonna separate how I personally feel about people, and I do feel some type of way for casting a jury vote. Quite frankly, and honestly, the more people that are pissed off at you in a jury, the more I'm probably gonna like you. Because like, if you pissed off jurors, that means that you got one over on them, right?
Yeah.
And that means that you outplayed them.
You were playing the game. The only way you can piss people off is if you're being an asshole or you're playing the game. And if you're being an asshole, you're probably not making it to the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I respect, me personally, people talking about morals and honesty and integrity. I don't like the shit. Like, I'm respecting lying, scheming. Come into the jury making bitches cry. You're probably going to be a big fan.
We looked through the greenhouse rules, and nowhere does it say you have to tell the truth.
Exactly. I want to see the gaslighting, so.
I love that.
And now let's get to the more fuck-ass part of the segment.
Yeah, and the best part of this fuck-ass part is like, you don't really know what to expect, but also we don't ever prepare for it either.
Okay.
We don't really know what's going to happen here.
Okay. I heard somebody screaming earlier.
I think, just to get the ball rolling, next person you think that's going to be out.
Next person I think is going to be out. Ben.
Sleep in socks or no?
Socks.
Steak or lobster?
I love a juicy steak.
If you could haunt one person in the game and be like their inner dialogue with your voice, who would you pick?
Including people who are out.
Sure.
Probably Fats.
If you had to have one crab claw or a tail, which would you pick?
To eat or like what the
Just
fuck?
for the rest of your life. Like,
oh my gosh, like
you have like a crab claw or you have a tail for the rest of your life. Which one do you pick?
A tail.
Okay.
If I get to choose the type of tail.
Okay. Sure. Sure. That's fine.
Which person in the cast is gonna be the first person you follow on socials after the game?
Ooh, So I'm gonna exclude all the people who I don't know. Honestly, Alexei.
Anyone you're blocking?
Yes.
Can we know who?
No.
And final question: ukulele or xylophone?
Which are you?
I don't even know what a ukulele looks like, so I would choose it.
It's like a little guitar.
And I would still choose.
You don't know what it looks like?
No.
Do you have your phone?
You know what? I think we might have something better.
I feel like I've seen it. Oh my gosh.
What's that?
We want you to add your song to the album Greenhouse 9.
Okay, I kind of don't want to do this, but
It can be quick.
um,
And you don't just sing, you just give us a
Yeah,
tune
it can
if
be
you want.
totally instrumental. And what would you title that?
I don't know. It's pretty white, simple, bland. Let's call it Great Again.
Ooh, well,
And I think we have a new top contender
I
for
think
best
this is
name.
going to be a great hit. Stream it, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, but we can't forget to tune in to the jury roundtable. It's happening on the 5th Saturday of next month. It's coming soon.
Coming soon.
What time is that?
I believe 2300 military time.
Okay, awesome. Well, we are just devastated. Jabbar, you were such a pleasure to watch.
Genuinely.
And we just want to thank everyone for tuning in to the post game interview.